Good evening, everyone. Today is Tuesday, November 18th, 2014. And boy, do we have a lot to talk about today. Right now, the United States is dealing with one of its coldest Novembers on record. I just heard that every state in the United States right now, at one point or another, I think it was this morning, dealt with below freezing temperatures. Even on the peak of Mauna Loa, there was, I believe, 31 degree temperature reading. There was even some temperatures in the 20s in Florida. Every state in the United States had sub-freezing temperatures from this cold blast. That's how impressive this blast is. That's very unheard of. This is only, I think, occurs a couple times in the winter. And this is actually happening in November, which is very unusual. And what's even more unusual is that Wyoming just, I believe, 4 days ago, had its coldest temperature ever recorded in November, period. Casper, Wyoming recorded negative 27 degrees. Previous record was set in 1985, towards the end of November. November 20th, I believe, it was negative 21. That record was shattered by 6 whole degrees. And also it happened about a week earlier. What caused this was that Super Typhoon Nori, about a week and a half ago, was the strongest typhoon ever recorded for this year. And it went north into the Bering Sea as a non-tropical system by then, but it bombed out and dropped as low as 926 millibars, which is normal for a Category 4 hurricane. And that created a big ridge, which is still existing over the Bering Sea and the Bering Straits, and even into parts of the Arctic Ocean. This big ridge is creating a big trough on the East Coast. And because of how deep this trough is, we've been breaking a lot of records. And what's even more unusual is what's going to happen in Siberia in about a week's time. Well, not even a week, in about a few days' time. So you're going to have a warm front that's going to lift in over parts of central and southern Siberia, right about here. And that warm front is going to quickly give way to a very, very powerful Arctic front that's going to drop temperatures from the 20s to minus 20 degrees in just 24 to 36 hours. Here it comes. You could actually watch as it moves. Just 6 hours and later, look, hour 117, hour 123, look at this. Temperatures from the 20s to about 10 degrees below zero, just like that. I mean, that is incredible. In terms of precipitation, there's going to be very little precip from this. Maybe just some snow showers and flurries and squalls. Everything you're seeing here is all snow, just to let you know. This is going to be all snow. And this isn't even going to hit eastern Kazakhstan, which is pretty unusual. This is normal like in the winter. This is sort of like a polar vortex. This is the polar vortex over eastern Siberia. This is a polar vortex. You could actually see a little hint of rotation coming in, like almost like a cut-off flow type situation. That is a polar vortex, just to let you know. That is the true polar vortex over Siberia. You could actually see the spin associated with it, almost. Here's another polar vortex. So there's two vortices, one over Canada and one over Siberia. And this is moving eastward. Here's a ridge over Alaska. I mean, look at this. Look at this ridge right here, and look at this trough on the East Coast. So that's what we've been dealing with. This pattern is gonna stabilize more a little bit. I mean, look at this ridge over Alaska and over the most eastern portions of Russia. I mean, look at this, how big this ridge is. And look how massive this trough is on the East Coast. That's what I've been talking about for the last several, This is what's been going on for the last several days. But this ridge is going to flatten out a little bit. And as the ridge flattens out, the trough on the East Coast is going to give way to a more stable zonal pattern over not just the East Coast, but the United States as well. You will still have occasion. You see how it flattens out a little bit as the ridge gives way a little bit? But here's what's going to happen. You see this ridge, it's going to move eastward, and as this ridge moves eastward, it's going to move this massive ridge into the East Coast in about a week from Thanksgiving. So early December could actually be a little bit warm in the Northeast, but then guess what? There might be another little plunge coming on over Alaska. When it's very cold in Alaska and warm on the East Coast, about a week or two time, you're going to get another cold blast. Well, this is Arthur Yegudeev. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. Bye.